Okay guys, so let's get the party started, and if you are new, please consider subscribing, so on and so forth. Now guys, this is something that I have found for you on X, posted by Vinny, big shout out. And this is something that I would like to share, guys, to kind of point out the fact that, well, Kaspa, at least to me, doesn't scream scam. And why? Well, these people, I don't think that, such meetings, well, this one in particular was organized in Dublin. I don't think that these type of meetings would be organized all over the world, and many people would basically waste their time if Kaspa as a project would be a scam. So that's something to point out. Now guys, let's look at analytics right away. Let's have a look at TAs. So the daily time frame, maybe firstly let's have a look at a very short time frame. So short-term scenario, Kaspa is basically creating this downtrend, and on a 2-hourly time frame, the first thing to actually look out for Kaspa is going to be break towards this downtrend, right? That's going to be much more bullish. Perhaps now this is possible on 2-hourly time frame. 4-hourly time frame is basically showing us such momentum if it comes to stochastic RSI, guys. So technically scenario number one is that Kaspa could go towards the upside and then go towards the downside and retest this as a support, and then perhaps gear up towards the upside. And why do I think so? I do think so because stochastic RSI on a daily basically showed such momentum. So basically it's slowly experiencing a bullish cross on a daily, and probably we are going to experience that pump towards the upside, of course, depending on what BTC is going to do. So guys, this is a very quick update on short time frame of what might potentially happen with Kaspa, but of course you know that Bitcoin is basically driving overall market. And yes, Kaspa is doing its thing, but definitely Bitcoin's pump is going to help Kaspa to go towards the upside, because people are going to make more money, people are going to have more appetite for more risk, and Kaspa in comparison is more a risk versus Bitcoin. So let's have a look at BTC's chart and let's see what happened with BTC's price action in the last 24 hours. Okay, so guys, the thing is that we still do have this second level of a liquidity that is sitting at around 62k 400, well 394 to be exact, at least on my chart. And that is also going to coincide obviously with this level of a support. So we had a slow dip, and now guys, the daily time frame is showing us that Bitcoin is basically finishing its second wave, right? So the question is now, stochastic RSI is going to create the third wave and go towards the upside, or stochastic RSI is going to properly reset, and that of course is going to coincide with grabbing that liquidity. And now guys, speaking about liquidity, let's have a look. So as you can see on 4-hourly, we do have such level. Let me actually switch it to 24-hourly time frame, and this is what's going on, guys. Okay, so we do have liquidity above current trading price for BTC, that's 64k 322. However, we also have a lot of liquidity in this level, meaning that we can expect some volatility in the next couple of days, right? But let me, for example, put it on a weekly now, guys, and you see that, this is what's going on, okay? But liquidity also is above the current trading price, and that's 65k. And I do believe that 65k would put BTC above this downtrend, okay? Above this whole downtrend move and this bull flag. So that is going to be very bullish, and on the top of that we have to wait for a monthly candle close on Sunday, guys. So expect some volatility short term. We've got a couple of days of positive inflows for BTC, so we are experiencing that change of momentum for BTC's inflows. And looking at Ethereum, guys, last 2 days basically are showing positivity for ETH as well. And now let's have a look at different bigger macro charts that are going to help us to determine of where we are in the cycle. So quick shout out to Mr. Prof, and that is total crypto market cap, that is excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum on a 2-weekly chart. So he says that he thinks that from this moment on you have at least 4 to 6 months to change your life. After that, you have to wait a long time. Cycles always repeat themselves in one way or another. 2024 versus 2024. So guys, this is the downtrend that I was basically talking about, long term, that BTC first have to break, but this is total crypto market cap, obviously all altcoins, right? So it's similar scenario as you can see. Altcoins are breaking this downtrend, but obviously this is the first 2 weekly candle. This is bullish, but of course we can have some, you know, short-term pullbacks in a way, right? But now he's referring to 2020, guys, because that repeated perfectly, as you can see. So basically price of, well, all altcoins actually pumped towards this level outside of this important zone of resistance, flipped it into support, and as you can see, the pullback occurred with retesting this in here and then a break towards the upside. So guys, now this is no different from the standpoint of technical analysis, okay? So this is very bullish. And now Mr. Max pointed out another bullish thing, which is Bitcoin just reclaiming the 200 MA. And last time Bitcoin tried this was back in August 2024, but it ended up being a fake out, leading to a dump till 52,500. Now it's reclaimed the 200 MA again, and if you can hold this level, we could be looking at a massive breakout ahead. So guys, that could be very, very juicy. I'm not saying that this pump could be 100% trusted, but everything so far is pointing towards it. This is the path to 100k for BTC. And once BTC reaches the 100k target, do you think it can go higher or it will be the top? Well, in my personal humble opinion, guys, of course, not financial advice, as always, I would probably say that we are going to see this next leg up and then some pullback, but probably not as long as this one. But obviously, let's see what's going to happen, okay? I'm not a wizard, this is just my projection. And also, guys, Ichimoku analysis on the monthly. So BTC's monthly candle is looking strong with 5 days left before it closes. Well, depending on when you watch this video. The next quarter is likely to continue this bullish momentum, and this is something that I'm totally agreeing with. And also, guys, we have to remember that this current candle is above this line in here, okay? Well, the wick is still here, but whatever, okay? The actual body of the candle is above it. Let's go into this chart. This is a weekly chart, and stock money lizards are pointing out that we've seen an early all-time high, mainly due to the ETF approval in January 2024 and strong cash inflows early in the year. Current levels align closely with the previous cycle, and we are waiting patiently. So guys, this is something that I was mentioning about, you know, before, basically, that we have experienced these strong pumps in the market just because of these ETFs, right? And market, and of course retail on the top of that got very, very excited, right? And we can clearly see that fact in here. So people basically started searching for crypto content on YouTube when crypto prices started pumping and when they saw it in the news, stuff like that, blah blah blah. But as you guys see, we are not in that area of, well, let's say 100 in terms of searches, and this is the little pump that we have just experienced, guys, okay? We have a lot of way to go. And now, guys, we've got these two fractals, so 2020 versus 2024. Imagine how altcoins will go crazy if BTC continues to mimic the fractal from 2020. Looking good so far. So guys, 3 daily chart, and this is what happened in 2020. So obviously we had this shaky C19 type of a situation, and after that we saw a huge spike towards the upside for BTC. So this is very, very similar thing. And that wick in here, guys, if you remember, that was the Japanese stock market that did shaky for crypto holders. So, well, everything so far is very, very similar. And of course, I'm not saying that only because it happened in here, it will have to happen here. But, you know, all of this that you've seen so far, I guess, is painting, you know, certain type of a picture. And now, guys, Mr. Max is pointing out that last time the whole suit flipped red, it signaled a great opportunity to buy Bitcoin during the dip. After the breakout, the price pumped by 153%. The whole suit has flipped red again in the recent months, and if we see another breakout, it could trigger a strong rally. So guys, this happened in here, okay? So we had this red flip that was a shaky, that was a basically a fake out towards the downside, and then, you know, BTC's price regained that bullish momentum. So at the moment, this is what is going on. It still haven't flashed green, but everything is pointing towards it. Definitely the bullish thing is that BTC reclaimed the 200 MA. And now, guys, this is a Bitcoin relative straight index created by Plan B. So now, guys, first things first, the colors are representing months until next halving. So obviously if it's 0, right, this is very close to the halving. So, you know, this is when it happened actually, right? You know, the halving itself, and then we had a pullback. So why I'm showing you that is that because RSI still haven't, seen these huge levels and such colors in this cycle. That's it what I've got for you today, and as always, peace and love crypto.